All right, today we are going to be doing wall layout. It's a very important thing to know how to do when we're carpenters. It's one of the most important things. It's actually what holds your buildings up. Everybody knows that exterior walls, interior walls, your drywall, your sheathing, everything that goes on it has to be on layout, okay? Now there are two different types of layout. There's 16 inches on center, and there's 24 inches on center. On your tape measure, it actually has three different ways you can lay out. So you have the little black dots, which are 19 1/4 on center, okay? We're going to show you 16 inches on center. That's a standard wall layout for most projects, unless specified. When it is specified, then it goes to 2 foot. Okay, so basically what you're doing, starting on one end of the board, you're going to hook your tape, the end of the board. The first thing you're going to do to make this easier, we're going to mark 15 1/4. And I'm going to do a crow's foot. Short, I'm going to fall to my left. Why? Because that's the direction my layout is going to be. Okay, now I'm going to jump my tape and I'm going to mark or leave it at the mark that we just made right here on the edge of my crow's foot. See right there. Okay, now instead of doing any math, all I have to do now is mark every 16 inches. And it falls the same direction. Crow's foot falling to the left, falling to the left, and so on. All right, now, as a carpenter in the field, if I come across this, I'm going to know that because these crow's feet are falling to the left, my layout is from the right side going to the left, okay? So if you're new and you're trying to figure everything out, use your square, draw your line on your edge of your crow's foot, put your X. Just like in Treasure or on a map, X marks the spot. What I mean by that is where your stud is going to go. It's going to cover that X, okay? Now, to make sure that everything is correct, you can double check if you want to. As you see, when you go back and hook the end of your board, the center of my 2x4 falls every 16 inches. Why is that? Because a 2x4 is 1.5 inches. Half of a 2x4 is 3/4 of an inch. Now, I'm going to show you a real quick cheat way. Not everybody likes to do it this way, but you can if you choose to. If you want to do a little math, it's real simple. You go 15 1/4. You know that's 3/4 less than 16. You go to your next 16. Just go 3/4 less. 31 1/4, 47 1/4, 63 1/4, 79 1/4. There is really no trick other than taking 3/4 of an inch off of it. 1, 2, 3/4. That still gets you to centers. All right? That is 16 inches on center. The same thing, the same way works with 2 foot on center. If we were going to do 2 foot on center, we would hook the end of our board. We would mark, instead of 2 foot, or instead of 16 inches, since we're going 2 foot, we would mark 23 1/4. Falling to the left. Jump our tape. And since I said 2 feet on center, we go 2 foot, we go 4 foot, with the crow's foot falling to the left, just as the other, and you can go through and mark your boards the exact same way, squaring your line with your speed square. X marks the spot, you cover that with your studs. That's how you lay out framing for a wall.